Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Maverick and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is several things. The first being Maverick's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands without distraction. He is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first thing that we're going to introduce is the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Maverick's going to come home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, as I mentioned, he is sitting at Brandy's left. That's where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Maverick heel. Now at this point, Maverick has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking. Each time that you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking with him, what I like is how Brandy is getting his focus on her and being able to walk your dog without being dragged down the street or without him lunging out at other dogs or doing that high-pitched squealing that he does is going to be so much easier for you. He looks happy and you're going to be happier. Nice automatic sits. Great eye contact and focus on his trainer. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. This command should be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. You're going to start out at about 30 seconds and you're going to slowly work up to 3 minutes. When Brandy returns, she returns counterclockwise. She ends up back where they started at heel, and she stops at his shoulders, and then he expects to get another command, and they take off heeling again. And he should walk at your pace, whether you're a power walker and you like to walk quickly, or whether you're walking with somebody and you're having a conversation. He should always match pace. If you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. Brandy leaves him in another sit stay. She walks out to the end of her leash and she turns to face him. And this time, instead of returning back to him as she did before, she's going to demonstrate the come on command. It's Maverick come. And he's to come right in front and sit facing your knees. He's not to jump on you, and then he is to return back to heel and back sitting. He is a little bit of a high-strung guy, as you well know, so getting him to focus and pay attention and kind of relax into this and enjoy it has been our challenge, and I think that he's doing a fabulous job given his particular personality. Nice automatic sit. Brandy leaves him in another sit stay. She walks out to the end of her leash and she turns to face him. Let him hold these commands. We're teaching him self-control. This time Brandy will call him in again. Now, if he doesn't sit, you heard her say no sit, and that's what you do. You just remind him. It's raining acorns back here, so if you see him looking at the ground, that's why. You can hear him hitting the ground. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now your long down stay practice right in your living room. It's a great pace to practice because you're going to be working up to 5 minutes, and that's your homework, a 5-minute long down stay. And being able to drop your leash ultimately, not in the first month, and have him stay. When Brandy returns back to him, she returns exactly as she did on the sit stay. She stops at his shoulders, and he expects to get another command. And this is really good exercise for him mentally. He needs this. Any time of your day that you find the most stressful with him is a time that you should put the leash on him, put your video on, run through your commands. You're going to see him totally exhale. It tires him mentally. This time Brandy will call him out of that down stay. Comes right in and sits. And you can almost see during the course of the video him getting more calm, more relaxed, and less amped up. So 5 minutes of obedience training beats throwing a ball all day sometimes. Now the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So with your dog seated at your left, you leave him in a stay. You turn to face him. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and you're going to drop him into a down from a distance. And that was perfectly done. Absolutely awesome. With the acorns still falling, I don't know if you can hear them, but he's doing fabulous. Now we've demonstrated for you all of his formal on-leash obedience commands. We were going to introduce the distraction of another dog on video for you so that you can see how we've been working with him. We're going to supply you with the necessary things that you need to keep this going at home. We think that he's done a great job, and we will be right back.